Everything you need to know about the E2 investor visa. Hey there, I am Marcella Dominguez from the law firm of Marcella Dominguez, and if you're considering investing in a US business and applying for an E2 investor visa, you have come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the ins and the outs of the E2 visa. In other words, who qualifies for the visa, how does the application work, and how can we help you? So let's dive in. If you're watching this video, maybe you've already done your own research about what the E2 visa is, but I want to give you a comprehensive little review. And the E2 visa is a US visa that allows foreign nationals to live and work in the US based on an investment in a US business. So if you're interested in starting a business or buying an existing one in the US, this E2 visa option could be perfect for you. But before you jump in, it's important to know the key requirements and what's involved in the process. It's not as simple as saying, I'm going to buy a business and be passive about it, or I'm going to let my mom run it and dabble every once in a while. So that's why having an attorney is very important, because they will walk you through the necessary requirements of having a US business if you want an E2 visa. First, you need to know that you must be from a qualifying country. Not all countries participate in the E2 visa, so you must make sure that your home country is in a treaty with the United States that allows its people to apply for the E2 visa. So lucky for you, there are over 80 countries that are eligible, and for an updated list, please look on the US Department of State's website and you can see if your country is on there. Next, you'll need to show that you've made or are in the process of making an investment in a real US business. If you want to know what kind of businesses are good for E2 visas, check out that video right there. The good news is there is no set dollar amount for what qualifies as a substantial investment, but it is generally based on the size and the type of the business that you are investing in. So it might not make sense to invest $50,000 in this huge business. You might need a larger amount, but a lower amount might be sufficient for, let's say, a smaller type of business. But again, if it's a large one like manufacturing or something that requires you to buy a fleet of vehicles, then it might be unreasonable to say that a smaller investment like $50,000 is reasonable. So be reasonable. So there are a few things that you'll need to demonstrate in order to qualify for the E2 visa. One of them I've already touched on, which is the substantial investment. The investment must be active. It cannot just be sitting in your bank account. It must be ready to go, meaning the money is put to work, and the money cannot just be sitting in a bank account. So you'll need to prove that the money is at risk and that it is helping to grow your business. So they like to see that you have skin in the game. They like to see that you're at risk of losing something, so they know that you truly are going to start a business. If you have nothing to lose, they might think, oh, this person's not really here to start a business. Secondly, the business must be real and active, meaning it is not a shell company or something that's just going to sit there. It cannot be a marginal business. This means your business must have the potential to generate significant income and not just a few pennies or a few dimes here and there. A significant income enough to create jobs for US workers. Ownership and control. You will need to show you own either 50% of the business or have control over its operations. This can be through a managerial role or corporate position where you have decision-making power. Now, the purpose of the entry, you must be coming to the US solely to develop and direct the business. This isn't a visa for someone who wants to work for someone else or for someone who is working for someone else. It's for people who are actively involved in their business, not someone else's business. So now that you've understood a few of the requirements, the application process is what you need to understand next. So it is a multi-step process, so don't be scared. This is why you also hire an attorney. You can schedule a free consultation with us down below or send us an email. It's always free to do so. But step number one, where are you going to apply? You're going to need to figure out where to submit your application. The E2 visa is processed at US embassies or consulates around the world. Each embassy has its own specific application requirements, so make sure to check the instructions from the embassy where you'll be applying. Step number 2, you're going to submit your application once you've gathered all the required documents. You've already made that call, you've already asked the right questions, and you have gathered all your paperwork. You're going to submit it to the US Embassy for review. This includes providing information about your business, your investments, and your role with that company. So to recap, you will be providing information about your business, your investments, and your role within the company. Remember, not someone else's company, but your company, your business. After that, there will be an interview. So step number 3, the interview. After your application is reviewed, you'll be scheduled for an in-person interview at the embassy. The interview is a very critical part of the process, as you'll have the chance to explain your business plans, your investment plans, and prove that you meet the visa requirements. So please, please, please do not go into an interview thinking that you have all the answers if you haven't consulted with a lawyer. Number 4, getting your E2 visa. If your interview goes well and your application is approved, you'll receive your E2 visa. This will be placed in your passport and is typically valid for multiple entries over a period of several years, depending on your nationality. So, for example, if you are from Canada, Canadian applicants get a 5-year visa, while Australian applicants get a 4-year visa. This visa allows you to travel in and out of the United States during that period of time. If you want to understand the visa process a little bit more, make sure to check out that video right there. So I am Marcella Dominguez, a multilingual attorney, ready, willing, and able to help you with your E2 visa. I love international clients. I have a true passion for helping people from around the world. In my youth, I did have the opportunity to travel to multiple countries, and I definitely have a great appreciation for different nationalities and for multicultural backgrounds and people who are very passionate about where they come from, and perhaps they want to bring that to the United States. I'm more than happy to speak with any of you. Again, I do speak English, Spanish, a little bit of French, and I am on my way to trying to become fluent in Japanese. It is one country I haven't gotten the opportunity to visit that I would really enjoy visiting. I would love to visit Kyoto, Okinawa, Tokyo, and if there are other places, please let me know in the description below. We know that each person's E2 application is different. So just because you are submitting an application through me doesn't mean you're going to look the same as someone else. So whether you're buying an existing business or you're starting a new venture or you're looking for advice on business plans, I will provide you with tailored guidance that fits your unique needs. I want to help you navigate the E2 visa process so it doesn't feel intimidating and you feel that you are doing everything you can to have a successful journey and a successful business here in the US. So if you're ready to get started, make sure to scroll down into the description below. Contacting us is always free. You can send me an email for free, or you can also schedule a consultation with me. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Estoy más que dispuesta para platicar con ustedes, sea por teléfono o si prefieren mandarme un correo electrónico, aquí estoy a sus órdenes. Thank you so much for watching. Adios. And if you want to learn more about the E2 visa process, please make sure to check out that video right there. It's a great follow-up to this one. And don't forget to hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. I can't wait to help you all and to find out which country you are from and what business idea you will be bringing to the US.